G'day chaps and welcome to Firewatch. What a surprise. I'm trying not to be too far behind the curve this time, and thank you very much to Accurise for putting me onto this game. I'm very excited about it, so I have jumped in and bought it on day one. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Firewatch. I'm going to read the words from Campo Santo, the developer's own website. Here we go. Firewatch is a mystery set in the Wyoming wilderness, where your only emotional lifeline is the person on the other end of a handheld radio. The year is 1989. You are a man named Henry who has retreated from your messy life to work as a fire lookout in the Wyoming wilderness. Perched atop a mountain, it's your job to find smoke and keep the wilderness safe. An especially hot, dry summer has everyone on edge. Your supervisor, a woman named Delilah, is available to you at all times over a small handheld radio, and is your only contact with the world you've left behind. But when something strange draws you out of your lookout tower and into the world below, you'll explore a wild and unknown environment, facing questions and making interpersonal choices that can build or destroy the only meaningful relationship you have. Now, just a very quick word of warning: if you are planning on playing this game yourself, I would definitely consider whether you actually want to watch this or not, because it's a story-driven game, and I don't think there's much replayability to it. So once it's done, it's done. Maybe you could just watch a bit of it with me, or I'm just saying, if you want to avoid spoilers, if you want to play this yourself, then I wouldn't watch this. Boulder, Colorado. That's where my friend's living right now. 1975. You see Julia. Now, I've avoided all spoilers myself. I wanted to experience this fresh, and I'm jumping on. This is the day it's been released. I've just got home from work and... Oh, I'm supposed to do something. Oh, I see Julia. Okay. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You are drunk. Ah, interesting. So what's your, major? You're pretty. Let's play this realistically. This is, I'm drunk. Fuck it. You're pretty, she says coolly. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. Oh, you're pretty, she says. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later you're Julia's boyfriend. Right, that was easy. I must be really handsome or something. Okay. Interesting, we start in the lift. Not what I was expecting, considering this is a survival game. But maybe this is just the prelude. This is this is us going. Very cool. Now, as I said, I've not played this at all. Load gear, okay. Ooh, I should have looked around then. You date for over a year, she drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Sounds just like me and my wife. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers, out on the deck. You drink beer just about everywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. Cool. As a scruffy, undersized beagle, Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. I'll go for the Bucket Beagle. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979, you talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m, and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Kids? They're not very smart, or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple of little idiots. It doesn't say how old he is, but was this 4 years on? I don't know. Let's just... In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. And one of the things about this game that really appeals is the writing. Okay. I feel like I should have brought more stuff. Or maybe this is just the experience. Oh wow, that's cool. I have been told, I had a look on Reddit. Do not forget to check in. No fireworks. Throw failed. Not recommended for inexperienced hikers. I've been on hikes like that. You're in their country, learn to live with bears. Primitive backcountry trail. Very cool. And here's the map. Oh, so this could... I love this art style. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm guessing this is maybe our first experience. Makes us fall in love with these woods or something. It's telling us a story. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight and she gets between the sheets. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pull of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. So the writing seems to be absolutely outstanding on this. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Well, I look awesome. Pretty bloody agile. That was quite a drop. So, I bought this game because I understand it's an experience. It's not a game that that you even can replay. It's an experience, and people are saying that you can complete it in 2 hours if you really want to. Spacebar to climb. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Uh-oh. Bucket gets kicked. Beep ba fuck da da dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. I'd beat his fucking head in. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks you to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay, you don't want to go that way either. And you walk by the river. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Well, I've done long distance before, so I convince her not to take the job. You tell her that this means you two won't have a family. She says that's bullshit. She's totally right. She asks if her taking the job means you won't come with her. You say yes, again bullshit, but she decides not to take it. And then she's going to resent you, maybe. 1985, Julia is asked to leave Boulder on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior, so she's unhappy. She found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. I wouldn't choose either of these options. I'd try and talk to her about it myself. But I guess we only have two choices, so I'll go with the talking. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. Ooh, that's not good. And we haven't had kids yet either. 41's too old. If we were going to have kids, we should have had them already. That's what we look like. We are gorgeous. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Julia's affliction gets worse. 1987. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over, for no particular reason. Has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. Oh dear. Sent home on permanent medical leave. This is a bit of a nightmare. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Straya to visit her. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. So you decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You are determined to take care of her yourself. Well, if she doesn't know who I am anymore, I think it's time for a care home. So you're sad and lonely, basically. Your life is, not that way. You haven't had kids. You love this woman. She's got dementia. Your life is kind of sad. That got pretty heavy pretty quick. So very much, wow. Look at that. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day, then every other day. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, "If you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off." You slowly decide not to see your old friends that much. Kind of paranoid. 1989, Julia's sister, so this is the year we go out there. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Understandable, though. Months go by, Bucket dies. Julian doesn't remember him when you tell her. That's sad. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. And seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. This'll be the job. You take it. So I guess this is the beginning of the game. Into the lookout tower. Now, from what I've seen a trailer and some very short clips from other YouTubers, but I wouldn't watch it much. The art style is truly something to behold in this game, and from what I read, the one of the guys who came up with the concept for this game drew a single picture and then took it to the woman who became the art director, I guess, the art designer for the game, And she created this entire world from that single picture. So there's our outhouse. Seems to have a generator next to it. And they created this incredible art style. It is similar-ish. Yeah, it's pretty similar to The Long Dark, but with higher resolution, more detail. This is a full release game, so I would expect it not to be buggy. And if it is, I would be kind of annoyed. Okay. There we go, power.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello? Oh, hello.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Left shift to activate radio, okay. And then
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I... sleep? Forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay. So here we go. So you can choose to respond if you want, or you can ignore it. Oh, I'm running out of time. You've killed 3. I'm gonna have to be quick.
You're just gonna wait me out on this?
I just chose a random one because I was running out of time then.
But I'm gonna take a second here and have a guess about you. Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but maybe you just really like trees. Maybe it's... Gosh, maybe it's a borderline fetish. A tree fetish.
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Outstanding. It was a fantastic little intro. Pulled us in, gave us context.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
What? She can see us at our desk. Okay.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, what, 14 hours of sleep? Ooh,
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm. We see it.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
And to use compass.
Those fucking fireworks?
Whoa, there we go.
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set them straight.
Okay. If I kick the shit out of them, can I write them a ticket? I'm not really into discipline.
Think you can handle that?
Let's see that ticket.
Do I write him a ticket?
Easy there, Dirty Harry.
Well,
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
convenient.
That's one word for it.
Okay. I guess that's it. Okay, so we're gonna hike down there. there's a fire hazard. Now, as they were saying at the start, it's been an extremely dry summer. Hot, dry summer. Let's check this out. No, can't do that. Nope. Okay. So we can look at stuff, but we can't interact with it unless it lets us. There's no point picking a dice up. Old paper? Nah. Okay. Pinecone, pretty useless. Well, we're going to take the backpack, I guess. No? Oh, it doesn't let us do that. Okay, I guess it's just, this is like the intro, maybe. I'll take the thermos. No, maybe I won't. Okay, let's just go. I think it's not wanting us to pick anything up. Oh. That's how we get the backpack. I see. Absolutely fantastic views here. I love it. So, I went the wrong way. That's awesome. Now I have to go all the way back around the other way. There's a generator. So this compass is cool. This is something that the Long Dark, it would be great if they would implement that in the Long Dark. A lot of people have asked for it. But who knows, maybe they will. I mean, it's still early access. Ah, map, M for map. Cool. Now, I have been told to disable my pinger showing where I am. I'll do that between episodes. How about that? So we're going west. Yeah. People who've already done the playthrough have told me. Well, they put on Reddit. They said you'll enjoy the game better. It's more immersive if you avoid that marker. Because the marker as it stands, as you can see right there, you see that red thing? It tells you exactly where you are. So, that wouldn't happen in real life. And if you want to really roleplay this thing, then yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to wait until the end of the episode. I will make these half-hour segments. It's a bit easier for you to watch, and it's easier for me to record. And I'm hoping I can play maybe an hour and a half tonight. So tonight is the Wednesday. I'm in Australia, so kind of a day ahead of everyone else. So what did she say? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now what? Yep. Cool. Map, copy information. Okay. Map updated. Here's the note. Ron, hey man. Guy couldn't take it, so I locked up his lookout and put some stuff in the box. Found one of those bars you liked, hiking into the park, but let's get fucked when I'm back. Yeah. If you don't like bad language, this is not for you. Let's see what she has to say about it.
Hey, I found a note to a guy named Ron from some guy Dave.
That's probably Dave Gaskell. He's completely nuts.
Is that right?
Harmless, but yeah. One of those, fall off the grid and eat ants for a week type. Totally fucking cuckoo. Which is kind of what the job attracts.
Okay. And I'm just going to take the rope. So that's updated our... don't know why we'd need pine cones, but it's here, so I guess I'll take it. No. Maybe not.
People just stuff these things with old food? That's how you get bears.
Those Those boxes are bear-proof. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. So, I want to keep that. Examine. Ah, I like that. Examine both sides. I can either drop it or eat it. I guess we're going to eat it. Smashed it. Okay, so we're going west. Absolutely fantastic. It feels like a morning, actually. So here we are, doing a little bit of running. I think we're still on the path. Nope. Yeah, this is it. Cool, so this is a development team that's based out in, I think it's San Francisco. It could be Boulder, which is Colorado in the US, but either way, it's definitely a US team. A small team, an indie team. And they have a great looking website. And that's pretty much it. I mean, this game has been in development for 2 years. And I knew nothing about it at all. There we go. Didn't know anything about it until last week when Accurize mentioned it. But as soon as I checked it out, I was interested. Ooh, ooh, that's not good. So we've been out for a while. Look, it's seems like evening.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Yeah, thanks. Really helpful advice there. It feels like it's evening. I don't know if that's just... Okay, so we're still going west. The fireworks have stopped. Let's get over there and see what's going on. I'm guessing this must be the clearing.
I'm staring at the big outcropping down here.
Oh,
but
I can
not
see a fire.
quite sure where to look for our pyrotechnicians.
Maybe keep heading west toward the lake.
Well, someone's been camping here. There's a fire going. There's food. There's all kinds of stuff.
Finding a bunch of empty beer cans. They threw them all over hell.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, sure am.
People are just the worst, aren't they?
They're not great, no. They left half a bottle of whiskey. Decent stuff.
I'm gonna take that.
Drunk pyromaniacs. Fucking great.
Yep, keeping that. I'm gonna take the whiskey.
They left their packs tied up here.
Don't fuck with them. The last thing we need is some hikers filing a report about harassment.
You don't want people getting lost out here either. Without their packs.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire, too.
You know,
Let's
they
put
could
that
have
out.
noted the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
Let's put this guy out. Okay.
Found the fireworks. They didn't even try to hide them.
Well, confiscate them.
Yup. Okay, that's weird. Is that? Oh. Their clothes.
Well, they left their clothes
Including
outside. Looks
pants.
Like, two people. What if they're naked?
Won't that be exciting? Look, they're obviously still there, so tell them off and then head back.
Cool. We are going to head over to the lake tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. Next episode. Because we're at half an hour now. And boys, thank you very much for watching. And see you in the next one. Ooh, a bra. Let's see what's going on. Ciao for now. See you in the next one.